Gee, it sure is boring around here. I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Link, we're trying to record a serious segment about Lean Six Sigma. Concentrate for once.
Oh boy, I'm so hungry I could eat an Octorok.
Mamma mia!
Link! Zip it! We got focus on the podcast.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Okay, before they start fighting, if you enjoyed this chaos, please like, share, and subscribe to Waynesy0207 for more Life of a Content Creating College Student. Help me.
Homework has you in a pinch you can't seem to get out of.
Are financial troubles hindering your focus?
Out of ideas for informative and entertaining videos.
Trying to connect with the audience in a lasting way?
We've got the academic and creative expertise you need.
You're listening to Life of a Content Creating College Student.
And here's our hostess with the mostests. Waynesy0207 and Charlotte Hernandez-Waite.
Set a course for the Strategic Alignment Nebula. Warp 9. Hello, folks. My name is Colton W. Hurst, also known as Waynesy0207 on the internet, and we do have quite the episode for you today. It's been a rocky last few weeks of the term, a lot of navigation, a lot of pivoting. It was a lot to take in, but I'm not here to reflect on this alone per se. Here comes our co-host right now.
Hello, Charlotte here. Coming in hot for spring.
Yes, coming in hot for spring indeed. Say, didn't this place get an upgrade?
Yes, let's look around.
Oh my goodness, new neon lighting. Now, I wonder which future potential guest ordered that.
Ooh, it must be a secret, right?
Yes, and we're not telling anybody until much, much later.
So hold on to your party pants, people.
Yes, indeed.
All right, well, we have a great episode today. Shall we hop onto it?
Yes, with our quote. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind. Not with it. Henry Ford.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, right? And I think that's a great reminder. I know that you've had a lot of pressure these few weeks. Now, are you feeling relief? Are you feeling like you're in the air, smooth sailing?
Yes, with bits of imposter syndrome here and there. I need to be honest.
Yeah. It sweeps us away sometimes.
I had begun to doubt if I could handle the uncertainty that was associated with all those online courses as time went on.
Oh, yeah. But what did you learn?
We gotta take things one step at a time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this even went for podcasts too. A lot of pivoting with podcasts, a lot of pivoting with content creation. We're even still talking about whether season 5 is gonna happen, which odds are more likely for that, given the new developments.
Yeah, absolutely. The future is ambiguous, right? And as much as we like to plan things, sometimes we just got to go with the flow. We got to feel the wind. We got to try our hardest, and then just wait for the things to happen before we make the plans, right?
Right. And admittedly, this special guest we're referring to was going to appear on this episode, but let's just say things went to a change of plans.
Yeah, so just a good wait in patience. Right?
Yes.
It's a virtue.
Tip of the episode. Not ink. Eat, drink, and take care of yourself. You can't be creative or meet expectations if you're running on fumes. Even if you do, you still run the risk of burnout.
Yeah, absolutely. Basic instinct. Like, remember at the end of the day that you're a human, right?
It sometimes is tough to be human in a room where there's full of expectations.
Yeah.
This term especially, I felt there were a lot of expectations put on me as a new black belt.
Yeah. A lot of pressure.
Yes. Even analytics threw me in a bit of a loop because I had to navigate the unknown constantly. Yes, there were project walkthroughs uploaded each week, but it still felt like I was walking through clouds.
Oh, not being able to see what's under you or around.
I would say not around, definitely. Definitely what's under, but not around.
Okay.
And here's our random fact. The human skeleton completely replaces itself every 10 years through constant bone remodeling.
Whoa. I didn't know that. I mean, it makes sense, right? The atoms in our body repopulate and reconfigure, but every 10 years. Huh. That's going to make me think tonight when I go home. And as I look at my hands, every 10 years. Because I don't know, I kind of always thought that like bones would be consistent, right? Like they're the things that after you grow, they don't really change, right? But you break, and so you have replacement. Your body, will fix itself. But whoa, okay, that's crazy.
I gotta admit, this freaked me out a little bit too.
Yeah, you went through like the same thing.
Oh well. It's just shocking how we can restructure our skeletal systems, but it only occurs through a lengthy process.
Because you think
blood, of course, you lose it, right? It comes back, goes through different areas, and skin, shapes off, it regenerates, your hair, obviously, and muscle you build, you lose.
But I never thought of that in conjunction with the skeleton. I kind of thought the skeleton was the one constant thing that was just, there, but it completely makes sense. I just I work in a library. I'm behind a computer all day. I'm not thinking about our skeleton, just not something I've ever really pondered.
Right. In fact, you're probably looking at something more broader, like how does data transform how education functions? Or how do books realign the human mind to learn in a different way?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not what are my bones doing in my body right now, So that's so funny. Wow, thanks for teaching me that fact.
Right.
I'm going to take that to trivia.
It got freaky.
All right. Well, we've talked a lot. We're kind of leading into a lot of the conversation today, revolving around the pressures and being flexible and moving things around this week. And starting off this episode, we kind of started off talking about the negative, but I want to bring it back. Let's talk about the positive. What are 2 things that went well recently?
These are the rewards for navigating all that tough baloney. Well, for the Brevada project that I worked on throughout the term, especially when it was mentioned in the last episode, I made a crucial breakthrough that earned me a nomination for the Hiram M. Hunt Award for this year, 2026.
It's exciting. Can you explain what the award is?
The award recognizes one student, only one, whose project has made a significant contribution to their field.
Yeah. It's an honor, right? Even just being nominated is an honor, right? That's a victory right there, no matter what happens after this, yeah?
I honestly treated that as a regular old project. I treated it as though I was a regular professional doing professional duties. I wasn't expecting my mentor to reach out and say, hey, I would like to nominate you for this. Could you give me a list of your accomplishments and metrics to strengthen your nomination?
Yeah, it's really exciting and really beautiful. I'm so glad that he nominated you, and I think you're deserving of that nomination. That was a big project.
It was. But with all of that scope creep and strategic misalignment and even project misalignment going around, at the time, I didn't think I deserved it. But I pulled through, made the breakthrough, and decided, hey, you know what? I've been pretty harsh. Let me give myself some grace. Put my hat in for that.
Nice. Yeah, I like that. That's awesome. Well, what happened that wasn't academic this week?
Okay. Well, it had to do with the time that I spent with GL Viking Fisherman 63 during all of that mind-racking experimentation. I blasted a high score, or should I say several high scores in my free time on the Star Wars pinball machine at Stagecoach Pizza.
Heck yeah, you did. That's what I'm talking about. Reclaiming the throne.
Yes. If you folks aren't aware about what Stagecoach occasionally does for the Star Wars pinball machine, occasionally they do what's known as a score wipe. They reset the scoreboards.
Gotta let the other people put their hats in the ring, right? Before you just completely dominate.
Right. And so when that happens, I typically have to step in and reclaim the spot.
Of course, naturally.
And so what happened was, one game, GL Viking Fisherman 63 played, and he absolutely got decimated by that first grand champion score I put on the leaderboard.
Oh, he didn't stand a chance.
One wizard mode was all it took.
Wizard mode in Star Wars?
Yes, there are four different mini wizard modes that you can get.
Okay.
You essentially have to go through all the modes for each of the worlds that you travel, like the Death Star, Hoth, Endor, Tatooine.
Okay. Are there wizards in the Star Wars movies?
I guess you can consider Jedi and Sith wizards. They're space wizards, essentially.
Not space with it. But do they actually name them as wizards or just as Jedis and Sith Lords?
Oh, in Legends, there's actually an explanation for why there's Jedi and Sith. And it has to do with how the Jedi Order split because of experimentation with the dark side of the Force.
But are they named as wizards?
Well, I mean, that's an entirely different debate.
Oh, sorry. I just had never heard of wizards in conjunction with Star Wars.
Well, the only reason why those two went together was simply because of the pinball machine. They refer to pinball wizards. That's why they call them wizard modes.
Oh, okay. So it's pinball culture rather than Star Wars lore that I understand.
Right.
Okay.
Those four were basically mini wizard modes.
Okay. Mini Jedi modes.
There's actually a Jedi multi-ball if you meet all the criterion for it, but I never even got there.
You didn't even need it. You just crushed the high score. Nice. Well, I love that. How did these two things help you grow? What did you gain out of it? I know both fed your soul in such beautiful ways in different ways.
I wasn't expecting a nomination for Hiram M. Hunt at all. I was thinking of student achievement if someone inquired about it, but I never expected someone to inquire about the Hiram M. Hunt Award. I didn't know that business projects counted within the realm of student awards. I had little clue. I mean, if I were to go for a project-based award for business, I would have shot for PMI standards, but I'm a long ways away from that.
Yeah, no, that's so fun.
And GL Viking Fisherman 63 and I had a blast humiliating each other, although it was mostly one-sided, at Star Wars Pinball. Tan, if you are watching or listening to this, we are sorry.
Was that the high score before you?
Yes.
Rest in peace. That's so funny. Well, let's go back. Let's circle back to the front. What's one setback you've encountered in the past 2 weeks?
By far the biggest setback of them all. One that could have cost me an A in a class. There was misalignment that occurred during our accounting 325 final project. We were really confused as to displaying who our competitors were, how they counted as the competitors, the timeline of the projects, who did what. Those were factors that needed to be sorted out. I never felt more lost and more tempted to take on all the work by myself in my entire life.
Yeah, well, that's really heavy and a heavy burden and a lot of questions that you were fighting against. How did you get through this, and what did you take away from all of that strife in your head?
I established contact with the team members in our team. Well, we have outdated notes again, but project was scored 350 out of 400. Rest assured, 4.0s should still be intact. The deliverables were quality enough from the experience.
Good. And so you learned that really communication is key when working with others, right?
Well, it wasn't the only lesson. There was another lesson that I had previously learned, but I had to be reminded of.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
Keeping honest always pays off.
Yeah. It does. Keeping honest in what way in that situation?
Well,
yourself, to others, to the teacher?
We were the only ones that stepped into class and worked on the project and treated it as one. And there were 6 of us.
That's a big group.
Well, we were split into 2.
Oh, okay. So 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was us 3 that were stepping in, asking the questions, making sure everything was on key. We didn't see that from the other team.
I see. Okay. So you stuck to your guns and felt confident in that and felt comfortable in your work. You established some communication and you guys went through.
And that's why we got recognized for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad.
Extra 10 points well earned.
Good. Congratulations on that. All right, well, let's transition to then talk about everything else that you did as a college student in this past week. Everything that you're wrapping up for your projects. For those listening, we made it to the end of finals. Colton's done and we're tests, so done with winter term.
Indeed. Albeit I will still be busy editing this episode.
That's outside of school though, yeah?
Right. But I presented the Brevada's owners regarding the improvement project, especially regarding the breakthrough we made. Essentially what we found out was all the variables in their drive-through service were entangled. And after inquiring further in the presentation, it was because the processes were not documented. There was no standardized work. So after our discussion, that's how I presented to the owners. They decided that they're not going to spend $50,000, but instead they're focusing on improving their internal processes.
Nice.
A similar presentation was sent off to Professor Emmert alongside client feedback and the report itself. And we already know how that's going to turn out, given how amazing that report was, how well structured the findings were for that matter. Overall, the great foundation that was set up in this project.
Absolutely.
Initially, I was against using Lean Six Sigma for this project simply because I didn't want to overwhelm the owners with technical jargon. But after conversing with my mentor on the matter, he advised going for the route of Lean Six Sigma because we did have to use a primary data tool to collect data and inform our clients of the findings anyways.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. And it's tools that, you just got that green belt, right? Well, not just, but within the last year. And so you need to utilize those muscles, right?
And even more so, got the black belt before going neck deep into the work.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That was one of the big contributors of stress that basically encompassed this term, especially when applying to graduate schools. I needed a way to make myself distinguishable.
Yeah. Stand out, right?
And that black belt was it.
You did it.
I also recorded the business presentation for business analytics with the new data set I used following the midterm.
And how did that recording go?
It went spectacularly.
Nice.
I was honestly expecting OBS to throw a fit just like it has been on this podcast, but it didn't.
Good. Finally. Oh my gosh.
I think it's because we're not using a direct green screen behind us for fall break moment.
Oh, I see. Are you recording you right now?
No.
Oh,
not
okay.
through the webcam.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what's happening? That's so funny.
But I wish. I honestly wish.
Well, it took me a second. I was like, am I in the shot right now? I mean, in my other room on the spaceship. Never mind, sorry.
Needed a little bit of behind-the-scenes explanation as to why we're still not using the webcam to record our scenes aboard the Podcastares.
Yeah, that's okay. We just gotta move and groove.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Us off-story explanations aside, finance project was already established in question 2. Moving on.
Okay, perfect.
User research projects ended with a bang. Positive feedback was received regarding our work, described as near perfect for group project 1.
Ooh.
It was the same way for group project 2.
Okay.
And bam, A in that class.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Love that.
That final exam was one of the easiest exams that I actually came across because
Oh, nice.
all the questions were based off of the practice quizzes that we took throughout the term in that class.
So just like plug and play right there, huh?
Right, except with that final exam, it took me less than an hour.
Nice.
The final in Lean Six Sigma 2, which was handled far beyond finals week, it only took 5 minutes, 5 to 10.
That's so funny.
As far as graduate school goes, we are preparing for the next chapter, including for applying for financial aid. Those are in progress. My next step is to apply for the PMI scholarships, but I must warn you folks, they are tougher to attain than traditional scholarships. Let me remind you that Project Management Institute is a professional association. Their scholarships or even their certifications don't go easy.
Yeah, absolutely. They have high standards, and that's what keeps them so like pristine, right?
Right. Now that I do think about it, we're both in different fields.
We are.
What would be the professional association that would be associated with your field? Is there any sort of acronym or
ALA,
ALA?
the American Library Association. But it's different. I would say that, library systems tend to be focused on access and attainability. So not a whole lot of like withholding. I bet the scholarships, I haven't done much research into it, but I would bet scholarships would still be competitive, but their programs and trainings, definitely the goal is to spread the information rather than to restrict it to a few,
Right. And from my experience taking the PMI's CAPM and PMI CPMAI exams last year, I completely understand this. If I were to go through the ASME, the American Society for Mechanical Engineers, if I had not switched my major, they probably would have held me to that same rigorous standard. Timed exam, plenty of questions to go through, except I would have to navigate several different subjects like chemistry. Oh, gosh. Just thinking about it's kind of tempting my mind to give me a headache.
No, absolutely.
We are also looking into courses that transfer from OIT to PSU system. Project alignment and stakeholder management is going to be tougher than it seems. I can already see that from how PSU structured their credit transfer system. Only 1/3 of the credits can be transfer credits.
Absolutely. Graduate school programs are really tight, right? It's not like in college where you're taking more electives and there's general learning. It's really, you're specialized, and their program is accredited where you learn certain things and, they push you through. It makes sense.
Yes. I mean, it's just really bizarre, and luckily I have the person who I need to contact for these matters, but I don't need to disclose them here.
No, absolutely. Well, with all of your education and wrapping things up and also starting new beginnings, what are you learning?
Well, remember how I said I was looking forward to what all the number crunching would get me? My brain was in wrap-up mode. It didn't want to look at or interpret any more numbers. It was no longer a matter of going for gold, but ending things here and now.
Yeah.
Fortunately, all projects and finals have been turned in, and we're looking at preparing for graduate level studies, which also accounts for the podcast's potential 5th season for further retrospective insights.
Nice. How fun.
What particularly strikes out to me is that season 5 is going to be our longest season yet. It's solely graduate level studies, referencing the 500 level courses.
And so it's going to encapsulate your 2 years of graduate studies?
For the MBA, as well as the entirety of my doctorate studies.
Oh, okay. You're going for PhD.
DBA.
DBA. Okay.
Bet you didn't know that was a thing.
No, absolutely. I haven't heard of that before, actually. What does it stand for?
Doctorate in Business Administration.
Okay.
Dr. Bickford holds one of those.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Nate Bickford?
No, Sonia.
Oh, his wife. Okay. It's hard when there's two people with the same last name.
I probably should have clarified that.
Just little things, right? No.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Well, let's switch back to having fun, right? What did you do as a content creator recently?
Well, here's some more Project Misalignment for you folks. By now, you probably have figured out that our Lean Six Sigma special fizzled out. I think this actually calls for a fail horn. I'm sorry to say that, Charlotte. And Audacity immediately picked that up. We're just gonna put in the fail horn just right here. Let the editing do the talking for you, please.
Okay. Enough silence for the fail horn.
So, we are working on a backup plan as we speak, which it could be a live stream, walkthrough, or gaming montage, and our Lean Six Sigma special is being rescheduled for later this season, following the 6th anniversary special of the Waynesy0207 channel, which we're anticipating is probably going to be recorded on April 16th, if memory serves correctly.
Dun 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 dun.
And I can see Charlotte already typing in to make sure that everything is all correct.
I'm like, April 16th, what is happening on the 16th? Let me put it on my calendar.
Beautiful.
Nice.
And we're gonna bring GL Viking Fisherman 63 on to commemorate this anniversary.
Oh, let's go.
We really wish Matt DC123 would join us, but as established in the Season 3's 5th anniversary special, that's not the case.
Just wanted to say thank you to Mr. Matt Coleman for help starting Hearst Entertainment quite a few years ago. It's been an honor, and you will always be remembered in our hearts and be part of our history.
Rats. How about Alex?
Alex, I'll have to see what his schedule is.
Yeah, maybe it's soon enough ahead. Does Alex have a gamer tag?
Oh, I do believe he does, but I'd have to ask.
Oh, cool. I need to come up with the gamer tag, too.
Man, everyone's just lacking internet usernames around here.
Man, I'm just not creative. My username when I was little was Blue Girl, because my favorite color was blue, and I was a girl.
Blue Girl.
But that I do not want to be referred to as that.
Oh, gosh.
It's not creative enough.
Right. Plus, in this modern day and age, that's dark humor.
Is it?
Or, I don't know.
To me, it lacks any sparkle. I need a name with some sparkle in it, you know?
Right. As for podcast updates, we are leaning towards continuing the podcast past Season 4 at this moment. We are still weighing in other factors, including TAs, but odds are looking good, especially with all the flexibility that we could implement for this 5th season. Imagine, we could do episode 15 and call it good. We could do episode 20, 25.
Up, and away.
The possibilities are endless.
It will never end.
Also, we now have 4 microphones.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Well...
Hello, can you hear me? I just spoken to all of them. Sorry.
Classic Charlotte. We still need to come up with a creative username. Dang it!
We'll get that soon. But we have 4 microphones.
Yes, so now if 4 people appear, we won't have to worry about sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Except with this model, it came as expected. On time, high quality. We were honestly hoping that at least one guest would show up. We actually had our 3rd microphone plugged in.
Hence the hellos.
But here's the thing. This thing has an on and off switch. I turned that off simply because
What?
I didn't want this thing to pick up any audio if it was going to be a two-person recording.
Oh no, well that's embarrassing. So I'm gonna try it out. Hello, this is the new microphone. All right, comment down below if you heard a difference.
Yes, indeed. So if our guest were to show up, he would have flipped the on switch, hopped right on in, but no need to worry. It's not like some sort of pod is going to come in and park at any moment. So
We'll have GL Fisherman 63 coming in and using that mic soon.
yes. So the only way this would be a problem is
We were passing the mic around. And so now it'll be streamlined. No worries, no fuss.
right. With our new setup, the point was if we had too many guests and we used the webcam, passing the microphone around would serve as a plot hole.
Oh, yeah, since we're all in different areas of our spaceship.
Right. So if we have 3 guests, we would either have to use the HyperX, which is problematic since OBS has been going on the fritz, or upgrade our audio mixer and order more XLR microphones.
Wiki. What do we do?
Right. Trade-offs, opportunity costs, decisions.
It all wraps back around. Well, what was the result of everything?
Oh my goodness, another outdated note. Oh my goodness. Essentially what this boils down to is we are starting to get more of a sense that this is far from over. Also, we're going to try and figure out something that'll keep you folks busy until that Lean Six Sigma special happens.
Okay.
But good thing is, I think I've found out or even remembered that my laptop has the Xbox app installed. I remember that I can also use an Xbox controller connected to the laptop. I was like, why didn't I just do that and record a gaming montage?
Oh my gosh, that'd be so much fun. Yeah, go back to your roots, right?
So that's what I'm probably going to experiment with over the break.
That's going to be really fun.
Yes.
I look forward to hearing how that goes.
A really fun time.
Yeah.
Wow. Imagine that. I mean, a lot of misalignment, but we made it through it.
Yeah, coming out the other end better, right?
Yes. And especially since I've been thinking about taking on the PMI Agile Certified Practitioner certification. What do you make of all this?
Yeah. What goes along into that?
It means adapting to change, learning how to use leadership to adapt to life changes, flexibility, something going awry, making sure the products still have quality.
Yeah, that's awesome. How long is that certification lasting?
3 years, just like the PMI, CPMAI, and CAPA.
Okay, then you renew it every 3 years.
Right, through the use of acquiring 30 PDUs, much like the CPMAI.
Oh, okay.
Too bad I don't get to talk about the PMI ACP.
There's always time next episode.
Right, especially if I do earn it before season 4, episode 6, or whenever we cover that.
Absolutely. There's still so much time, right? Who knows what the future holds? Just don't stress yourself out in the meantime, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Especially when misalignment has been frequent.
Yeah, like you've had a heavy term. Like, I want you just to take it easy, take a cool spring break,
Right.
Yeah.
Time for our scholarly shout-outs.
All right, let's go.
Uriel Aguilar-Torres and Aiden Kimberly.
Woohoo!
These two have been of critical assistance in the finance project throughout this term, and now they're going to travel on behalf of their cybersecurity program, if memory serves correctly. Pretty sure that's how it is. If they're watching, if they're listening, and anything is factually incorrect, they can constructively correct us in the comments.
Perfect.
Anyways, on top of handling that project's deliverables, they did so while creating dashboards for their business analytics courses in person for Professor Manish Naluri.
Cool. That's awesome. Good work to you, y'all.
Yes. So the in-person course was a little bit different than what I went through.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Right. I imagine with the in-person there would have been more structure, but I've proven that I can handle less structure.
Yeah, you had a lot of growth within that, right?
Hence why I'm looking into the ACP.
Absolutely.
To better equip me for those changes should I have to go through them again.
I like that, yeah. Learning, absorbing, keeping it in the brain.
For our creator credits, that scholarly shout-out was a 2-in-1, so that's why we're jumping straight into creator credits. This first creator credit goes out to Main Man Sui. He played a monstrous Kazuya Mishima recently as he walked towards the God of Destruction, I think it was God of Destruction 1 or 2 rank in Tekken 8. He's one of the best Kazuya players in the world. Probably one of the most iconic on YouTube and Twitch. He's a well-renowned Mishima player for that matter. Both Kazuya and Heihachi. That one game between Kazuya and Heihachi was entertaining to watch. Too bad they're getting rid of wall splats in Tekken 8 for the Season 3 updates. I actually took a glance at one of his videos, and they're getting rid of those wall splats, which would have allowed for more lengthy combos.
Oh, okay.
Increased damage.
Oh, are you just like throwing someone up against a wall and they're staying there for a little bit?
Well, it has to do with all the punches and kicks that have to do with the properties of someone just being against the wall.
Okay.
It's a shame that Namco decided to get rid of that.
Yeah. That's disappointing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It was disappointing for both me and Main Man Sui, but rest assured.
You just gotta move on. Different combos, right?
Right.
Nice.
The second creator credit actually goes out to, I do believe, Midnight Man.
Ooh.
I actually caught a glimpse of this video. It covered a product that it was a keyboard. It had a Stream Deck embedded into it. And I thought maybe instead of using the Stream Deck solely for streaming, I could use it to instantaneously call a professor or needed stakeholder given my current circumstances regarding streaming. That video reminded me I could make life so much more convenient.
Do you have a Stream Deck?
I do, but it's been eons. I'm over-exaggerating.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, didn't they stop making them? Like, it's official? They're no longer selling or making them soon?
Oh, I haven't looked at the news reports.
Oh my gosh, you gotta look that up. It's like big news. Even I know about it.
You got to it before I did.
Oh my gosh. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. It's kind of a long day.
Well,
wow, I can't believe that.
Well, I'll be the one to fact verify that.
Okay, you can. I probably have some information wrong.
Right. Well, this has been one heck of an episode.
Yeah, very fun. Nice and long. Enjoy it, everyone.
Yes, absolutely. Coming up will be our 6th anniversary special of the Waynesy 0207 channel. As you folks may have noticed, I have reverted our channel logo back to its normal pre-5th anniversary state.
Oh, gee.
It's no longer the 5th anniversary. Well, it's 1 year since the 5th anniversary. Almost. It wouldn't be fitting to continue to use the 5th anniversary logo.
Gotta use the 6th.
Yes. Well, it's going to be a long while before we have a special anniversary logo. Probably right around 10th anniversary.
10. Yeah, I like the multiples of 5. That's pretty cool.
Yes. So that's sort of what we're aiming for.
But so much fun. Yay. Celebrate the 6th anniversary on the 16th.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, the official anniversary is on the 7th, but we observe it on the 16th. So, thank you folks so much for tuning in. Remember, there'll be disappointments in life, but we humans have the power to turn those disappointments into accomplishments. Until our 6th anniversary special, this is Waynesy 0207, aka Colton W. Hurst, 4th wall breaking one-man army, signing out. See you during spring term, the final chapter in the undergraduate student career.
Bye, you guys. This is Charlotte, aka soon to be determined. Bye.
Mike and I would like to thank the following for their contributions in making this podcast opportunity for its creator a reality.
Yes, Sam. First, we thank the Oregon Institute of Technology for providing Wayne Z0207 with knowledge he can pass on through this show. Our second thanks go to the following platforms that graciously host this podcast. Sam, take it away.
With pleasure, Mike. Facebook as well as YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music and Podbean.
Consider liking, commenting, subscribing, following, and sharing if you liked this episode to support the creator. Sam, is there a link for all of this creator's socials, and even a way to join the Fourth Wall Breakers Den Discord server?
Of course. Visit Wayne0207-4thwallbreakinggamer.com for all of his social media profiles and more. With that said, take care, stay healthy, and adios.